spoken about it before. He is not screenshotting that. From my understanding, that does not seem. Let me double check that.
Yeah,
that does not seem to be in a message format. Although, but the thing that it seems to be, first of all, if he didn't talk about it before and he took a screenshot of it, why? But if he did, he talked about it before. Why? And why is he intentionally giving him the benefit of the doubt? Because I know his background and I have a very high, I have an understanding of what to expect his knowledge being. Why is he lying? Because it seems like he's trying to cover something up.
Yeah, it's kind of what I feel. I mean, do you think it might be just a red herring of sorts, where like he's mentioning that he's willing to do something that is clearly illegal, but it might be a cover up for something a lot more fucked up?
Maybe it's more in the sense that he's giving everyone this word botnet to play with, so they are looking in terms of that kind of attack while he's doing something less severe. But you're distracted thinking about this botnet thing that he's trying to put in your mind, and you're basically chasing ghosts while he's doing something a lot more simple.
That's exactly it. Guys, real quick. What have we been saying the entire time? Because he keeps saying it's a botnet, but what have we been telling you guys that it is the entire time? A phishing attack. It's a fucking phishing attack.
Also illegal.
Okay. The weird thing that I'm noticing about this image is that if you look, there are certain red scribbles that often appear in certain formats of writing. And that means that he screenshotted his own writing.
Yes.
Because this is obviously from him. But I think this was personalized for me. Because I said something about him IP grabbing. And he said, he was talking about botnetting. And then he was talking about IP grabbing isn't illegal either. And then he said, I never said anything about IPs. Find the evidence for that. And it's like, it's funny that people default for that being an accusation for some reason. Congrats, your IQ is nerfed.
Yeah, those are because the words are misspelled. Congrats is spelled with an S.
Well, no. I'm not talking about the scribbles anymore. I'm talking about how it's personalized towards me because I claimed that he was IP grabbing. Then he said, thirdly, I never said anything about IPs. Find the evidence for that. So why would he screenshot his own message to me in a different format other than Discord? This is so weird. Why would he do that? Might just be because he's a fucking retard and just wanted Tsar to easily save the image and send it to me. That might be just the simplest fucking answer. I don't fucking know. We might be dipping into the pudding a bit too deep. He might be that retarded to just be like, oh, I just did that in a different format and then screenshotted it, sent it to Tsar, and then so that he could easily save it and then send it. Like, I don't fucking know.
I mean, you are dealing with an insane person, so you have to remember that logic isn't going to be up to snuff. Let's be real.
The more you say that, the more I'm thinking psyops might be an angle.
Probably.
Like, for instance, that only because now that you're stating that, the only times that those come up in the Discord UI is not when you're screenshotting your own message, but when you're editing something. If he was attempting to maybe gaslight someone or cover something up, in midst of that, take a screenshot of it. Those are when those things would show up if you're editing or if you're about to send a message.
Yeah, I was gonna say the gradient of the picture is like weird on the.
So
on
that
the,
happens when you're using
side.
That happens when you're using Opera GX. I don't know if Discord natively supports themes.
No, it does. If you have Nitro.
If you have,
it does.
If you have Nitro, you can set two set colors to your background. So, like for example, mine is like peach and purple, so it just makes the background that kind of color.
Then that's even stranger. Again, why would he send a personalized text to me and screenshot it?
No, sorry. I mean for like the chat in everything.
Yeah, no. bro, I'm literally looking at my chat right now. If I run my finger from my top left corner to my bottom right, it goes slowly from purple to like a kind of reddish yellow. And I'm sitting here on
Yeah,
the
that's
chat.
a new thing with Discord Nitro. They added it recently.
Yeah.
All right, look, I think you guys are thinking a little too complicated about this. I think he's just trying to pull some stupid shit because he thinks in his own logic this is how you're going to do it. I'm sorry to say it. Like,
well, I was saying that it was complicated earlier.
It is possible he's trying to pull some kind of red herring on what is and isn't illegal, but it's probably to justify his own logic. It's really nothing more than that. He's got some weird monomania complex where he feels the need that he thinks that what he's doing is the right thing because his own moral compass has been corrupted beyond repair. That's what it is. He thinks he is so right that he wants to take me down as some type of weird Moby Dick well of his own. That's it. People like him who are on this complex will justify literally everything and anything if it means they take down their white whale. Even if they are blatantly wrong. It does not matter to them. What matters is they win or they go down with this ship. Sort of, but I do sort of get the logic, though. I do kind of think he is trying to cover up for something much worse. Especially in the shit that he's been hinting for a while in his conversations. He's giving this impression that he's going to do a lot more than botnets. Personally, I think if I were to believe his conversations, I think the botnet might be just simply part of the plan, but not the whole thing. Because if we were to assume when he talks about the botnet, I think it's mostly a few parameters of what he wants to do. I think what he probably wants to do is a lot more extreme, probably a lot more illegal, than just simply throwing out people's docs information. I think that's just part one. It's just him trying to scare people like me off because, oh, well, your family's going to get fucked with type shit. You know? Which, if he was someone who was completely anonymous and was a lot more experienced on computers, would have scared me a bit. But he's a dumbass who has his information out there, so not really. I think, and this is just a personal theory of mine, so don't take it completely serious. I think he's probably attempting something a lot more extreme in the sense that maybe it might be less of a botnet and more of just a general, I'm going to hack everything you ever own so that you can't have privacy no more. No form of it. I think that's what it is. And the only reason I think that is because every conversation he's been talking about, including Vlad's fucking stream, has been dreaming up a world where no one could have any form of privacy and no one could hide behind anything and play schemes and shit. Does that sound like the logic of a person that's going to just focus on a botnet only? Tell me, does anyone in here think a botnet would actually serve the purpose of removing any form of privacy in your life?
No, that's not what botnets are designed to do at all. No.
Then he's simply not going for a botnet. I think he's going I think what he wants is full compromising of everyone's personal accounts, information, ISP history, and anything you've ever said or posted being online for people to see. I think that's the real end goal here.
So he has the dream of literally every fucking cyber terrorist ever.
Yes.
I am not kidding. Yes. That is what they all think.
Yes.
Dude is fucking snooker loopy.
I've been around crazy internet hacktivists before. I know what this logic is.
Yep.
Now, do I think he might be successful in that? Highly doubt it. Because if he were to try to release any of that type of information, it would be pretty obvious what he did to get that. So, it's not the first time I've seen this too. Like, if remembered, Boogie 2988 had dealt with a hacker who did that shit to him, where like everything he's ever said or done under his ISP's IP address was like posted out there, including like his old 4chan posts.
Damn.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. Like, I think that's kind of might be what the end goal is oh yeah, everything you've ever said or done, I'm gonna put it out there. It's like, okay. I think that might be what it is. I could be wrong, but that's assuming he's able to do that, and that isn't like, I don't know, something that he could be caught for, because I know enough of these type of securities to know that like there's a lot of hoops you have to really jump to do that, and one mistake probably ends up with your ass going to jail.
Well, I mean, surely he won't release anything, because if it can be easily tracked back to him, surely he won't like actually do anything.
Well, doxing right now is just a threat. I haven't seen anything posted. Like, so far the threat was him spooning and fucking with my family stuff a little bit, yes.
Yeah. Actually, about that, hey, Art, mind moving to another VC real fast with me? Because I actually want your opinion on something. Move to gaming real fast, okay?
Alright. Now, these are just my personal theories, so don't take it too seriously, but it does I do kind of get that vibe from him, so. Either way, I'll make it very clear here. No, at no point did I harass anyone's family until I see some fucking proof. I'm not gonna take that seriously. Okay. I think everyone involved should deal with the same. I'm kind of getting tired of people entertaining this stuff and not taking like the 5 seconds of research or conversation to prove it.
There's this tool called Google, this amazing tool that you can just talk into or type anything. It'll show you results. And sure, some of it's pretty biased, but it's usually correct.
On the whole World Wide Web?
I know, right?
Yeah. Whoa. Start doing it, please. I'm begging you.
The future is now.
The future is now, old man.
It's 2023 for fuck's sakes, people. Come on.
It is literally 2023 years after the fucking birth of Christ. Come on, guys.
I'm half joking. I know that you futs know to Google shit, but like, please, as a reminder in the future.
I actually didn't know, but.
Oh, okay. Now you know.
Yeah. So either way, how I see it at this point is I'm not really interested in trying to start any gay internet wars. But I am making it very clear that you shouldn't be surprised if I decide to fight back because now my family's being fucked with.
No, I understand that. I mean, I was kind of expecting that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did make that very clear. I'm not interested in people getting away for doing that, and I'm not going to let them if that's going to be what they're going to do. Now, I'm not threatening to do anything. Unlike these people, if I have your information and I think you're doing something wrong, I'm gonna just talk to the cops instead. I don't fucking care about this gay, like, internet shit of people like, oh, I'm gonna start dropping all this shit online. Okay, who cares?
Okay, retard.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't I'm gonna spazzy lion.
Like, you kind of ruin a credibility because, for example, if let's say devil's advocate. Okay, not saying this is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna bring this up as an example. Let's say. Maybe if I was being a very sussy individual, I was saying and doing some very dangerous or stupid shit. Stuff that you could argue legally. Why the fuck would you sit there and start posting my docs information if that was the case? Why wouldn't you just be smart enough just to talk to the cops? Like, that's kind of my hot take on that. Like,
the cops don't get me retweets, man.
Exactly. Like... That's my main problem with this, is that this feels more like a scare tactic than it does an actual genuine attempt to call me out. And so far, from Takashi's end and a few people, I'm being declared as, well, you're just a suspect. You're just as sussy as Lio. I'm like, okay, we'll prove it. What did I say or do that's so suspect?
Not be my friend.
Like, like I've said, like you've done certain stuff before, Cass. Like, yeah, you've had some faults before. You've taken some L's on your part, but not. You don't need this to this extent.
Yeah.
Like, good lord.
Well, that's the problem, is that all this drama comes across as really blown out of proportion shit, where all people had to do was just stop acting like Spurgs for like 1 minute in their lives to have a proper conversation, and none of this would have been a problem. In fact, that's the irony, because when Lio says I declared war on him, that didn't happen. Actually, me and him already had a conversation to hash things out before. I was completely cordial with him about wanting to reach out and talk things out, and we did. I didn't do it again before he made his video, because I didn't trust him after I've already talked things out for since March 3rd. That was when I was talking to him.
There was the time when I tried on your behalf, but that really fucking failed.
Yeah, no, it did, unfortunately. Hey, at least you gave an honest shot, though. But that's exactly my point of the critique in nature, is that essentially what's going on is I'm being accused of somehow starting a war, and all the receipts being posted out there has completely proven otherwise. So until I see some actual receipts, I need to know. Anyways, they're good.
Well, there was the wasn't it? What was that about the group chat? And it was you with Kurova and Pooh and Bear Dog, I think.
Oh yeah,
There was
that was us trolling about fucking mostly Coyote Lovely.
Oh.
Yeah, it was basically talking about Coyote Lovely because of the Zerkalo stuff. And yeah, there was some edgy shit being posted, but it's a bunch of blood sports people fucking around. Of course it is.
Yeah.
I don't care. Now, I did have some theories of mine where I said I think people are hiding stuff because of how they handled Zerkalo stuff. And I mean, I'm far from the only person that has said that. So it's attacking me on that's kind of stupid. I didn't talk to Lyle much at that time, so it was just weird. Probably didn't help that when he posted that recording of his conversations with Carlo back in May 2021 of that was not when it was May 20, sorry, May of that year, where that group chat existed in August of that year. You kind of, I don't think I'm wrong for saying that maybe you might be hiding something when people already talked things out with Zerkalo well before I had a chance to figure out anything about it. And they're like, yeah, we'll keep around Coyote. I'm like, oh, that's a little sus. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live with Zerkalo, but I don't know him. Okay. Okay.
I don't think Lio understood the idea that the idea of me talking about that chat was primarily about Yodi. It just seems kind of weird that he would be offended about the stuff being said, because it's okay, cool.
Because it was
bringing up old stuff.
It was the shit how you knew what Vlad had, but you were okay with it.
No, Vlad said some shit, and I said just send a Coyote piece poop stuff because he likes it.
Yeah.
And then he said he made claims that somehow I called FNGR a pedophile, which I didn't. It was just talking about digging into threads about people because it's attached to lore. That's it.
Here's a funny thing too. Why does FNGR still have connections to Lio?
I guess they're still friends.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Lio still has connections with Yodi, but that's speculation.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't really care. Because it's oh no, holding me accountable for over 6 month long text group. Boo fucking who. I don't care. I at this point, given what's been going on with my family, I really don't care. Like, I'm sorry, but all this shit that could be said about me, it's whatever. Who gives a shit? Family stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna care about that. Sorry. Priorities is just that. It basically boils down to, oh, Kaz said some edgy shit on the internet. Boo-hoo.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, he said some mean shit on the internet. He said slurs. Like, I never hid that. I've said them publicly on live stream a multitude times before. So I don't give a shit. Such a fucking weird point, too. A lot of that focus was like, oh, he said mean things in a fucking group chat. Like, huh? That's your argument? Seriously?
No,
You think that
yeah.
if you were, they'd burn your books, Cass?
Huh?
Said if you think that if you'd make a book, they'd burn your books.
Probably.
You know who else burned books? Hitler.
Yo, mom. Oh yeah.
I thought we were talking about, burn books from the 2004 cult classic known as Mean Girls, but apparently I was really wrong about that.
Yeah.
So what I need to ask is, we've already established that no, I didn't go after people's family until I see proof. I can't take that shit seriously to be said about that, obviously.
Okay.
We also established the fact that Pizza is making these threats. Takashi got involved despite saying otherwise about not wanting to be involved. So what I need to understand is, what exactly is people going to do about it now? Because you do realize that once people's doxes go out there, like, there's no going back, right?
Yeah,
This isn't going to be
I do
one of those dramas.
I do understand that. Well, as far as I know, Kisuke isn't going to release any docs, because I'm pretty sure they explained in that server that they were just angry at the time and they didn't mean what they said.
Well, it's too late. I'm going to presume that he is a possible threat until he goes out of his way to clarify that with me. That's a concern for me and him, not some gas server that I'm sure benefits from it. If I find my docs were to be posted out there, because I'm just gonna make it clear, Lagovert and his community, they're a bunch of faggots to me. I don't care how that sounds. They're a bunch of little gay, passive aggressive little fucking spurgs. So as far as I'm concerned, their opinion on whether or not they feel about my docs doesn't matter. What matters is the person threatening it to me. I might be able to be a lot more forgiving and cordial with Takashi if he actually had the balls to address this to me, not some gay fur fag with a bit of a passive-aggressive vendetta because me and a bunch of people brought up the fact he follows Cub on Twitter.
Actually, because that's what I dragged Art away for, like, to talk about.
What?
The stuff with Taka.
Oh yeah.
Because, like I said, he's in the Final Fantasy FC group I'm in.
Yeah. Well, so that's my thing on it.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm concerned, if Taka wants to talk it out with me, I'm more than willing to hear him out, to give him at least that chance. But I'm not going to be accepting any form of, oh, I was just angry, or I apologize. No. You talk to the guy you threatened, not this gay shit, because I don't give a fuck about what Lagovert's community has to say. They're not involved. They shouldn't be involved in this in the first place, because this is now a personal matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So no.
Yeah. So, quick question: is Taka still associating with Pizza?
I presume so. I don't know if he has at that point in time. That's one of the reasons I need to talk to him, because I need to confirm that. Because look, at this point, until otherwise, I view him as complicit. Anything that gets brought up to the authorities will also be stated as such.
Yeah, because I am typing up a paragraph, it's basically giving the other two leads in that my Final Fantasy group the rundown of what's happening. So I'd rather have like all the information like checked, straightened out before I say anything.
Yeah. As for Lagos server and community, do they still keep in contact with Pizza?
No, Pizza's been banned from there.
Okay.
He's been banned for quite a while, I believe, actually. However, there recently was a poll whether to unban him.
Seriously?
Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be a poll on whether or not I have the right to say the side of my story, but you're going to give it to my crazy stalker that wants to ruin my life.
I mean, you say you. Again, I'm just conveying info. I'm not a mod
No,
or anything in that server.
it's the role you argument. I'm not trying to say you
Yeah.
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. That's funny.
If I believe
they're-
right, it's currently standing at 15 yes and 8 no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, that's going to be great to deal with later.
So, all right. Well, like, how long ago was this poll then?
This was like a few days ago. Let me check.
Okay, so this is around the time that he decided to threaten to dox me and then spoof my family's number and everything.
Okay, the announcement for do you believe pizza should be unbanned from the server? This for yes, this for no. That was sent on the 15th.
Yep, that was on the day that happened.
And I'm curious, what were the results of the poll?
At the moment, the poll stands at 20 yes and 9 no.
Wow.
All right.
So Lagos community has spoken. They want to associate with a criminal. Nice.
Guess so. I mean, are they even aware of the recording that came out from Vlad?
Yeah, because I received shtick for shit I said in that server because of it.
Okay, so they do know. They're just going to probably give him an out. Okay, nice.
Wow.
Guess I was right.
Fucking faggots.
Mm-hmm.
Degenerates back up other degenerates.
Yep.
So yeah, my conclusion was right about Lego versus community. They just want to back each other up no matter fucking what.
I mean, like, this is Lagover we're talking about. The dude has fucking professional internet bystander as his fucking header on the YouTube channel that he has.
Yeah, he's a commentary channel. Doesn't make you a fucking bystander.
Well, apparently that's what he wants to be, according to that little statement that he put right
A
there.
pillar of the furry fan. Yeah, no, the moment you say you're a pillar of the furry fandom is the moment you're no longer a bystander.
To be fair, actually, sorry, Neil, I do need to correct something real quick. It wasn't Lago that referred to himself as a pillar of the community. He only referred to himself as that, as like a troll, because that's what Nerf called him.
Oh.
Yeah, so he
So
doesn't.
most furries don't give a shit about him.
He doesn't actually think that of himself. He's simply taking the piss out of because Nerf called him that.
Okay. So is he actually a pillar of the furry community, or do people not care?
I mean,
can you be a pillar if you've only got like 20,000 subscribers?
I mean, Kiro had that amount, and they call him a poppy fur.
Can you be a pillar if you roleplay as a Joltik?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
I love that I've thrown that into the conversation.
I'm pretty sure Lagavert stands at like 35k or some shit like that at the moment. I'm not 100%.
Theo has a question in the chat. Can someone send me a screenshot of that poll within Lagos server? I need that, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might as well just fucking send that in here.
Also,
just
sorry,
cut-
Neo, I'll keep cutting you off. Please speak.
I was just going to ask the same question to BC, but yeah,
Oh,
can you
okay.
please send me that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, the paragraph has been sent.
Paragraph of what?
What about like the whole me warning the other leads in the Final Fantasy group about what's happening with Elias?
All right.
And also just giving them the rundown of this drama.
Yeah. I just gotta say, it's oddly weird how a bunch of people want to come at me like I'm sus, but then they're oddly, like, fucking complicit with my creepy stalker who wants to unironically hurt my family. And has made it clear with his actions what he's doing. It kind of sounds like that people are just letting things happen just because they're more upset about me than they are about the criminal they're talking to. Like, you gotta understand how gay the drama has to be to where crimes are being, like, just swept under the rug and, you know, ignored. Inconvenience. Alright, so this was around 15th, okay.
Yeah, that was the day when it happened. It was like late night.
Can you show us the results of that, by the way?
Oh, yeah, okay. I did put yes, but after all the shit I'm seeing, I mean, it's not really going to make a difference, but I'll remove my vote.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, 19 results, 9 no. Okay, cool. So, thank you for that info. Totally. This is totally not a bad look.
Should I let
All right, let's see it. Where is it at?
To be fair to Lagavert, I'm pretty sure a few days after he did say something about postponing it. I
Okay,
believe.
well-
It's not on the pinned comments, though. I can't find it. I don't know where it is.
Well, okay, postponing it. I think the proper answer should have been no. Sorry, you don't be complicit with criminals, period. I don't give a fuck. The fact he's entertaining this is like, okay, I see where this is going. The more this fucking shit happens, the more I'm convinced this has literally become like its own weird mix of the Mama Max and fucking like Creepshow art drama. I don't know why, but something about these communities getting so butthurt that they feel the need to be complicit with lies and criminality to go after someone until eventually it falls apart because, you know, lo and behold, you trusted monsterish people with things to hide. And you're surprised when that falls apart. Like, I guarantee you, give it a couple months, and that's probably what it's going to be. I hope Lagover enjoys probably getting hit with that. He's going to end up like a lot of the people that sided with fucking Creepshow art at first. Just
You're right, man.
because of the complicity. I don't know. I'm just saying from what I've noticed, you know, if this turns out this whole drama is a whole ass nothing burger, then don't be surprised when people treat this as the new Mama Max accusation / Creepshow art drama. Such a gay thing. What the fuck?
I do think Lagavert has made it clear that he doesn't care about the drama. He simply leaves the thread open so that people can talk about it.
So
Yeah, he stated that.
Okay, so why am I not unbanned? But he might entertain unbanning pizza. Okay, yeah, bullshit.
I mean,
I'm gonna call bullshit.
I'm actually very sure if you DM'd him and asked to be unbanned, like I'm kind of sure that he would probably unban you.
Well, I don't have his account name, but all right, I might have to. But if I get the complete opposite response, I'm gonna have some fun.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, I do have shit I need to do. I wasn't planning on being on VC for this long. I'll probably be back maybe later though.
Same. I'll get food and take a nap.
Okie doke.
Yeah, again, it was nice seeing a lot of you guys again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, well, see ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.